A word of caution, Lord Sovu. If my time investigating Darth Nal's work has taught me anything, she did not like visitors.
I do not fear the dead. I knew the moment you asked me here, you finally understood your limitations. It is no secret. Your role in the hand of the Empire should have gone to me. You are clever, I'll grant you that, but weak. We were never truly equals. Your expertise does have its uses, however. Get on with it.
As you wish. Do you know what this is? No, of course you don't.
The mouse shows some teeth. Amusing. But look at this. You've saved me so much time, Rivix.
Don't do anything foolish. You're right, Sovu. We are not equals. But you do have your uses. Priority message for Lord Roth. I've found something very interesting.
Kill you.
Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing. Here we go.
I've only just arrived, and you're already here to welcome me. Your hospitality is awe-inspiring.
Do you ever take anything seriously? I thought this was important.
What could be more important than appreciating good manners? This, perhaps? It belonged to Darth Nowell.
Was that so hard? Now, tell me what this is.
I have a theory, but that is all it is. A theory. I brought it to you in the hope that you could confirm it. Colonel Gola and Talos Drellick have been hard at work, combing through everything we've found, using the data to pinpoint other locations that may have been under Darth Nowell's control. But their expertise only reaches so far. You, however, have specialists and resources at your disposal that could identify what we've found.
Maybe all the cutting-edge technology in our research laboratory can help. We'll take it, though.
To your fascinating Hutt scientist. I welcome the opportunity to speak with him again.
You say that now, but 5 minutes into his theory on heliocentric gravitational constants, you'll be changing your tune.
Nonsense. That sounds fascinating. Lead the way. I am eager to learn what secrets this relic may be hiding.
Guy takes one gestag ang awak.
Did you see the way that imp glared at me?
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Hedda cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and looked, and finally found my answer. Someone did not honor their agreements. Someone valued credits over their own life. Bask's son used one of his pretty machines to make sure I didn't win the duel. He died like a coward. Because of him, we lost Runuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
I meant to say before, I ran into your old friend when I found Null's relic, Tau Adair. She put up quite a fight. She tries so fiercely to hide her contempt, yet she fails spectacularly.
The Jedi must be looking into Darth Null's history as well. We did what they couldn't. We captured Malgus. What makes them think they'll find anything before we do?
Determination, bordering on obstinance, delusion disguised as confidence, all typical of the Jedi. I'm sure they're desperately searching for their wayward Padawan.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
The intricacies of the device were fascinating. I would be more than happy to go over the details.
But not right now.
Of course. Some other time, then.
If you can spare a moment, Lord Rivix, we can speak afterward. Until then, I performed a scan that can identify dormant energy signatures, even if all that's left is the smallest trace, invisible to instruments you would find in more modest facilities. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
What else did you find?
A very interesting clue. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That is curious. Before recent decades, Sith did not typically use Adigan crystals. They were favored by Jedi in Darth Null's lifetime, if she lived as long ago as we hypothesize.
So, why did Darth Null have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
The answer may be more apparent than we think. We know Darth Null created the Children of the Emperor. Perhaps she used the crystals in her method of binding Jedi prey to her master.
What else could she have built with them?
In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
I'm not sure the victims of Null's mind control techniques would agree. but I see your point. This might be the time to speak to Malgus again. You can ask about the interesting discoveries we've made here today.
We're getting closer to understanding how Darth Null worked, but we still don't know what Malgus is trying to imitate. Not for certain, at least. Perhaps this new discovery will entice him to speak.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
I am more than happy to be of service. Now, Dr. Ogorob, about that containment device.
Dr. Ogorob's findings provide crucial insight into what Malgus was planning. Focusing on Darth Null's work, the defected minds was an important clue. But the fact Null used both Sith and Jedi techniques was completely unexpected. Though I am at a loss as to why Malgus would want anything to do with someone who had ties to the Jedi. And let's not forget Darth Null's holocron falling into the hands of Heta Kol.
Has Malgus been behaving himself?
I haven't seen any security alerts since your last visit. The droids are impervious to his influence, and access is limited. That doesn't mean he's cooperating. Malgus remains predictably stubborn. What we learned about Darth Null's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much. Looks like we have a visitor.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work. It's not like Malgus and I are pals. I was hired to do a job, and I did it.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Heta, with or without permission.
That's why I'm here. We all need to know more about his plan.
Don't you get it? With the holocron, Heta is part of that plan, willing or not.
You weren't interested in the holocron when we ran into Sahar.
I wasn't, but I won't let Heta use whatever's on there to hurt my people. So, what's it gonna be?
We'll work together on this.
Smart move.
This does not solve the issue those droids have with Shay.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
It's risky, but we don't have a lot of options. At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
All right, everyone, be on your guard. Time to pay our guest a visit. Ready?
Always. Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
If you explain to me what you hope to accomplish, maybe I can help you. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started, a way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
There are none like you in the galaxy. But you are alone.
That is a strength. Attachment becomes weakness.
Good, he's talking. Risk a question.
I was surprised to learn that Heta Cole was part of your plan.
She wasn't. My designs are much greater than her petty civil war. The Mandalorians are fractured, a broken people. They struggle to decide who they are. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
Mandalorian history is nothing but slaughter and bloodshed. They know how to follow orders without question.
Or fight for a purpose.
Slippery Chakari's. Okay, maybe Heta wasn't part of his plan, but something sure as hell changed.
Do you still believe your plan will succeed without you? Is that why you let others carry the torch?
Strength begets strength. All else will wither and fade. Even you.
If my fate is already set in stone, then you might as well tell me what it is.
You are no different from anyone else. You will witness my reckoning. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Heta have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Cole gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all. A shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
Nothing lasts forever.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
What's going on? Is everything all right?
Yes. For the moment, I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Null's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. When I traveled to the planet in wild space, I found the members of the Force Enclave that I had not been able to reach. They were changed by what they endured there, and by what we found, what you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization. She was looked down upon for this by those who believed she shared power with the unworthy. She could find no favor among her kind. Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary. But eventually, Null made a connection with someone she did not intend. A being of dark malevolence, the Sith Emperor. He hunted her down, using her own power against her. Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins my team discovered. Null and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Null's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Null.
If the Emperor made her Darth Null after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
Darth Null didn't just build her lightsaber with Jedi resources. She was a Jedi.
For a time. The account of Darth Null's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
Every time we learn something about Darth Null, it adds more pieces to the puzzle. And we still don't know what she did inspired Malgus's plans.
But now the truth has come to light. If Malgus wanted to hide it forever, he failed.
All that you found about Darth Null, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings, rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The three forbade them to speak about what was seen, a revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
You brought me here to find out more about the vision.
I brought you here to try. The three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision, but they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. You have a reputation of persistence and tenacity. They will not turn you away so easily.
I've already made an impression on them. This shouldn't be difficult.
It has been years since you first came to Voss. The members of the three have changed many times since then, but they all expect the same courtesies. Be conscious of the struggles of Voss. Be considerate of our views. Little else is needed. Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
Time for fun. Who regrets that?
sir.
No! Leave us!
Filth! Famine!
Not ours! Not his! Not ever!
See who wanders into our sanctuary. A marvelous prize.
Not a prize. Prey.
You are nothing else.
And now you will perish.
Obey
Your
me.
struggling is pointless.
Wait from me.
Stop squirming.
Spirits, obey me.
Your struggling is pointless.
Spirits, obey me. Wait for me. Obey me.
Your struggling is pointless.
There is only path.
What have I done?
Spirits, obey me. Wait for me. Spirits, obey me. I am sorry.
My pets!
Do you require medical attention? Be well. require medical attention? Be well.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Zerka. Oh, I knew this would get uncomfortable. I mean, we are professionals with opposing objectives. So let's get right to business, shall we? The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons. In the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive. Second only to Zerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power. Temper? Surely you want to know the importance of what you've stumbled upon. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Zerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless. To most, yes. But those same Gormak that wanted weapons? They would pay well for a righteous piece of history. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Did you speak to Makif about the broken relics?
Then foi vutagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun.
I will visit him later. Perhaps he will take your words to heart if he hears them from both of us.
Nesafun de ko nagda neva e aknan nimatan.
Thank you. It would have been disastrous if outsiders possessed this.
Then foi vutagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun.
I will do all I can. Kodam can show me how.
Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam seo. Then foi vutagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun. Nesafun de ko nagda neva e aknan nimatan. Ni go woi that wai chakamrang.
Kongi wai he triole. Huavaska bam kina kungam trongwan lao the chow troksha.
I look forward to hearing them. Kodum is right. You have done much to be commended for, outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment. A poor attempt at swaying you, I am certain. If that is all, you must be eager to return to your original purpose. You are granted the audience you seek, and I am proud to have helped you earn it. Whatever knowledge you pursue, I hope you find it. May the words of the three guide you to your victory.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. Your actions have left an impression, a rare achievement. They are waiting for you now.
Why did the three call you here? What did they want to talk to you about?
A question I have delayed answering for too long.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable, but much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. After I joined the Alliance, I no longer had access to interpreters who could derive meaning from my visions. For the first time, my actions were determined by my own decisions, and a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I had no idea you chose us over your own people. That must have been difficult, but I'm glad you stayed.
It was a simple choice. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
This isn't my first audience with the three. I met with your predecessors without incident. I think this will go just as well.
I am inclined to agree. I believe you are worthy of the knowledge we plan to share. There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
Pretty words, but I was hoping for something I could use against Malgus.
It is always useful to be prepared. That is the gift we offer you.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
Haven't your people had other visions of disasters? What makes this one so different?
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play?
What your mystics see is very important to your people, your government, your societal rules. Everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path, the decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken, the pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
Calm your fears. I will do everything in my power to protect Voss from what you've seen. And I do not make that promise lightly.
A grand assurance. We will hope it amounts to more than that.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.
Field Marshal! It's done. We're ready.
You're sure?
As sure as I've ever been.
You heard him. Everyone to your stations. This is the first step toward victory, Rikan. Toward a galaxy where everyone is in their rightful place. Where we have everything we deserve. But it is still just beyond our reach. It's time to seize it.
Are you sure about this?
Did you not hear what I told Hedda?
I'm not asking if you're ready. I'm asking if you think this is right.
I think it's too late for these questions. And it's what Hedda wants. That's all that matters.
Rakan!
Don't ask again, Sahar. Now get going. I don't want anyone blaming me when you don't pull your weight.
Take Galar's squad and get to the Lambda sector. Move! Mandalore, we're receiving reports of hidden chain activity across 3 sectors. Requesting guidance to prioritize response teams. I said get your people moving! Now! Mandalore, Hedda's come out of hiding, but her people are attacking everywhere at once. I need to know you hear what I'm telling you. Mandalore! Shay!
This meeting better be worth it. I can't stand all this sneaky, underhanded spy stuff.
I detest creeping about in the shadows. We should be facing the enemy head-on.
Yeah, you're definitely the kind that likes to make an entrance. Let's just get what we came for and get out of here before we draw too much attention. I know we gotta do whatever it takes to track down Hedda, but dealing with smugglers is tricky on a good day. It's even worse when Harita Wald is involved.
Your contact won't be pleased that you brought me to deal with them.
Why not?
Because I killed their leader.
That was you. Wow. Feek must have really crossed the wrong person.
Get down! Oh, wow. They're wearing matching uniforms now. Wonder how Hedda got them to agree to that.
Do you hear that? I don't think they were alone.
Well, look on the bright side. We don't have to track down the hidden chain if they come right to us.
It's a tether, like what they used to board Shay's flagship.
Huh. Can't say I'm impressed by the lack of imagination.
We can't break the tether without damaging the station. How do we stop them from coming through?
Maybe we should send a little gift their way. A place like this probably has explosives just lying around. crater too? I was mostly kidding when I said it, but they really do have explosives just lying around. Another one from Clan Rodark. That's not good. That should do it. Come on, let's get these back to that tether. Slow him down.
Hello? Can anyone, if you can, won't let us go? Loading Bay 37!
Loading Bay 37. Guess we know where we're heading next.
There they are. That could be a problem. What do you think? How do you want to play this?
The potential for this to go wrong is high. We need to approach this carefully. We have the element of surprise. Let's use it.
You want to think outside the box?
Nice trick. Form up, Clan Braylor. We have a job to do. Come on! You are no match for the strength of Clan Braylor! Ijat Kolte! Ijat Kolte! honor! We fight as one! Is my legacy.
Everybody good?
Yeah. Thanks.
Be on your guard. There may be other assailants on the station.
Such incivility is far from uncommon in this place, but nothing like this. Your assistance is appreciated, but I would expect nothing less from one of the Sith Academy's most illustrious students. It's apparent that you have surpassed our expectations for you.
You're an overseer at the Sith Academy. How did you end up here?
I was an overseer. I renounced the title when Asina declared we would be loyal to the Eternal Empire. Why bother training the next generation of Sith when our leaders will throw everything away at the first sign of hardship?
Ras, where's the Sith?
Right here, Jet. But we're kinda in the middle of something.
Head has come out of hiding. Hidden chain strike teams are moving on targets across the galaxy, all at once.
I had a feeling that's what was happening.
What do you mean?
Jakaya. Mebana. What's...
Ras, later.
When everything's calmed down, I'll tell you more.
There's no pattern to these attacks. Another happens as soon as we put one down. I don't have enough people to keep up. Intel says the Hidden Chain are going to hit an out-of-the-way spot on Ord Mantell. I'm out of people to send there.
I care nothing for the fate of that backwater planet. But I am certain no one wishes to see a war between Mandalorian brutes spread.
I can take care of this, Jakaya.
You'll be walking into hostile territory, just to hunt down a completely different enemy. And I have no backup to give you. You sure you want to do this?
We are allies, Jakaya. I'll help you when you need it.
Vorente Borsha. I'm glad you're on our side. Ras, I need you with me.
On my way. Is it me or did Jakaya sound... I don't know. Not like Jakaya.
Why are you still here? You are going to require ample preparation if you want to move about Ord Mantell freely.
Why do you say that?
A Sith Lord, skulking about a Republic planet facing off against Mandalorian raiders. Need I say more? You'll need someone to help you work without drawing attention. Unless you want the entirety of the Republic military to converge on your position?
Let me guess, you know just the person.
Unfortunately for you, the best person for the job is Gizmal Gam, a lowlife in an insignificant political office based out of a rubbish heap called Kessen's Landing. I won't say how I know, but I can assure you Gizmal will be more than agreeable to collaborating with the Empire.
I'll take your word for it.
Sounds like you've got what you need. If you've got it from here, I need to get moving. I've never seen Jack so impatient.
Get back to Jakaya. Tell him I've got this under control.
course the coward's not here. So much for that open door policy Gamp's been going on about.
Ha! How does he come up with this stuff? And how do people keep falling for it?
He always thinks he can wait out the consequences. He's not dodging us this time.
Don't worry. He's gotta come back eventually.
I'm not waiting around all day. I say if he doesn't come back soon, we go looking for him.
Fine by me. And where you want to look first? Cantina? Speeder shop?
The Republic doesn't do squat to help take care of this place. Why do we bother paying for their protection?
You said it. Can't remember the last time they helped keep my scrapyard open.
Next time that crook
Strangers
Gizmo
snooping
darkens
around
my
Port Breno.
doorstep, lock him in the
Republic won't
chiller.
do anything about
His
that.
tab is
Don't
longer
see
than a
why they
Wookiee's
would.
leg, and it's
They
time
haven't
to
used
pay
that
up.
supply depot in years.
It's a steal, he said. The investment opportunity of a lifetime, he said. I swear, Gizmo, when I get my hands on you and Liz...
Did you hear? Sestri's missing. Her husband hasn't seen her for weeks.
Gizmo paid
Really
me a
strange.
pile of credits
I never
not to
thought
tell
she'd just
anyone
up
where
and
he was.
leave.
I told
Especially
him
with
if
her
someone comes
pal
along with a
where he
better
is.
offer, I'm taking it. He's been hiding out in the Leggett Lounge, seediest
You hear?
place on
Sestri's
Ord
missing.
Mantell.
Her husband
You
hasn't
better
seen her
move
for
fast.
weeks.
He's more slippery than
Really
a fleet
strange.
eel.
I told you it wouldn't be ready until tomorrow, Nolan. We talked about this, remember? These things take time. You gotta have patience and put some trust in old Gizmo. Oh, jeez. How did you find me? I mean, why would you want to find me? Who hired you? Which coward sent you to do their dirty work? Don't listen to them. They're all talk. A few investments don't turn out the way they hoped, and they get all bent out of shape. You'd think I'd cost them their life savings or something. So, what can I do for you? Need something fast? Credits? Something to take the edge off? A hush-hush ride out of Kessen's Landing? Whatever you can dream of, I've got it all. Sure, not a problem. I will need a quick little favor before I can help you, though. Normally this place is last on the Republic's list of priorities, but for some reason a few of my most recent business enterprises caught the attention of SIS. They've got agents following me around every corner. I've been laying low while they sniff around, but I gotta get out there among the people if you want information. You get those agents off my back, and I'll get you every last scrap of information you're looking for. I understand, believe me, I do. But, I hate to break it to you, I'm not only your best bet, I'm your only option. You see, being aligned with the Empire's interests and all, you're gonna have a hard time finding anyone around here who will extend you a helping hand. Folks aren't quite as open-minded as I am. You get what you need from me, or you don't get it at all. Come on! It'll be easy. Someone like you could get this done in no time. I'm going to assume you've been to my office already. If you head back there, you can pick up a few toys to help you root out where those busybodies are hiding. Once you find them, make sure they can never bother me again. If you catch my meaning, signal me with this when the job's done, and I'll meet you at my office. Pleasure doing business with you!
Wish I knew where the Vornells ended up. Their crops are going...
Don't forget about the...
Dropping off supplies for Ko and her cronies at the... Going to recommend permanent surveillance. We leave this place too long without a babysitter, things will go sour fast. Sorry, friend. We're about to lock up for the day. Sure. Hydraulic fluid. That's, around here somewhere. Yeah, sorry about that. We've got a lot of jobs to finish, and I'm a little overwhelmed. Whoa, there's no need for all that. If you just, now! 'Cause, 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 'cause,
That's not necessary.
What are you doing here, Krovos?
Funny. I was just wondering the same thing.
Your new friend was very concerned about your presence in Kessen's Landing.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't play games, Krovos. Tell me why you're here.
I would be glad to. There is a healthy dose of dissidence in this part of Ord Mantell. A separatist movement that's been dormant for years is beginning to stir. This man supplies those separatists with rations, weapons, whatever they need. For his trouble, an anonymous benefactor pays him offensively large sums of credits.
That is an absurd and frankly a reprehensible accusation. I serve everyone, to the absolute best of my ability.
Your benefactor works for me. The Empire has many vigilant servants in every corner of Ord Mantell. When you reached out to your contact, inquiring about the size of the ransom the Empire would pay for such an infamous visitor, word passed quickly to me.
That's not... You can't...
What did you hope to achieve by interfering with my mission?
No, that's not what I was doing. I was, You're the one who busted down my door and said an attack was coming? Can you blame me for trying to score enough credits to get out of the blast zone?
If I were to be perfectly honest, I appreciate the fact that you were so eager to take advantage of this situation. But I would hate for all that I have invested on Ord Mantell to go to waste due to one man's greed and stupidity. I have also received reports that the rift among the Mandalorians is spreading in a way that threatens the Empire's interests across the galaxy. I will not allow these hidden chain Mandalorians to disrupt what I have built here. Together, you and I will ensure they meet a swift end.
I had no time to consult the rest of the Dark Council about this. I'm relieved I didn't need to.
That is understandable, especially so considering your close proximity to the current leader of the Mandalorians. However, I have a vested interest in the network of resources and information that has been established here. I will see to its preservation myself. With my help, we can put an end to this distraction quickly and return to our business, without destroying years of work. We will require assistance from local agents sympathetic to our interests.
Me? You want my help? I thought my part was finished.
Are you saying you are of no use to us?
You make a very convincing argument. And anyway, I reckon that Mandalorians running through the streets would put a damper on expanding my business prospects. Now that you mention it, I've got a separatist buyer who's been real pushy lately. More than usual. Keeps talking about something big they've got in the works. Could be connected to this hidden chain you're all worried about. Could be coincidence? Only one way to find out.
What do you suggest?
I just dropped a weapons shipment for this buyer. I'll shoot her a quick holo call, tell her I forgot something. That'll buy us time before she makes the pickup. Meanwhile, you two go to the drop point, wait for her to show up, and find out if she's in with these Mandalorians. Piece of cake.
Except for one thing. How do you know she won't run when she sees us?
You see, my buyer and I always arrange handoffs in the geothermal station outside of town. There's an old ventilation shaft that'll get you in and out completely unnoticed. Use that for the old element of surprise, and she'll never see you coming.
This better not be some kind of trap.
I understand your suspicion, really. I do. But I know a good deal when it's in front of me. I'll keep my ear to the ground while you're gone, see if I can pick up anything else that'll get you ready for this attack.
Do not let him out of your sight.
I'll just, do all my asking around from in here, I guess.
Watch out for the gas!
In there.
Gizmo, you failed to mention there were pockets of hot gas in this ventilation shaft.
Right. Sorry, that happens sometimes. Someone switches a wrong lever or two. Or three. There's a control terminal somewhere in there. Should be quick and easy to shut off the gas.
Done. The gas is off.
This does not bode well for Gizmo. If this meeting with Gizmo's contact does not produce the desired results...
I suppose Gizmo's plan to interrogate the Separatists is out of the question.
At least now we have answers about their involvement with the hidden chain.
Out of the way, now! Let's see how you fare against me.
That is quite enough.
Okay. Take it easy, and don't come near me.
You can wield the Force, but you are no Jedi.
You're right. I'm not a Jedi. As for whatever this is I can do, I've got bigger problems. I was trying to find my sister. I haven't seen her in days. Mina works here, so I thought... I ran into them instead.
How fortunate for you that we arrived when we did.
I had it under control.
You call that under control?
I got away from them for a minute, before you showed up. But I messed up. Got distracted.
Distracted? By what?
Cooling rods. They're the only things keeping the thermal station from blowing half of Ord Mantell into a crater. Those Gundarks in the fancy armor were taking crates full of them out of here. I tried to stop them, or at least slow them down. If we don't find those cooling rods and put them back, this whole place is going up.
I'm not interested in a fiery death. Not right now, at least.
The problem is, I don't know where they took the cooling rods.
We need a backup plan, quickly.
Damn it! My sister told me about this. There's a quick fix, but I'll need your help.
What do you need me to do?
We can redirect the water from the reservoir into the back spillway. That should provide enough coolant to keep things stable. For now. Someone's gotta watch my back in case there's any more of them around. And someone's gotta stay here to flip the spillway switch when I give the signal.
I'll stay here. Contact me at once if you need backup.
Let's go!
I'm surprised you didn't try to fight me too, or run.
I don't care who you are. You let me live. I've got no problem with you. Not sure if you care, but my name's Petra, by the way. It's not that one! We need to get the runoff channels open. We'll have to do it manually. It's, I'm pretty sure it's that one.
It's getting very hot in here.
Blast! I was hoping I was just imagining it.
Temperature levels are at 50% overcapacity.
Just need to divert the water from the reservoir into the spillway.
90% overcapacity.
All right, that should be everything. Tell your friend to hit the switch.
Krovos, open the spillway, now!
Everything seems to be returning to normal. I don't see any other alerts.
Good. Keep watching. If anything changes, let me know. I'm gonna find out where the rest of the hidden chain went.
Understood.
We're in the clear for now, but long-term, those cooling rods have got to go back where they belong.
The people who took the cooling rods, do you know where they might have gone?
Well, there's no place for shuttles to take off from here, and they couldn't have moved them all on foot.
Hey, I don't have long, and I know you don't either.
You wouldn't be contacting me unless it was for something serious.
Good instincts. There's something you need to know. Not tomorrow, not in a little while. Jakaya, he's taking way too long to say it.
So he asked you to tell me?
No, he's so focused on what's going on, he didn't even notice me sneak away to call you. I don't know how else to say this. Mandalore is missing.
Missing? What do you mean?
I mean, no one can find her. Jack can't even get in touch with her over comms. The traitors are out in full force, and it's like she's just disappeared.
I'm fighting Shay's enemies for her, and she's hiding. If she doesn't turn up soon...
We're working on it, okay? You just keep an eye on Ord Mantell. Speaking of, how's it going down there?
We are trying to stop this place from melting down, remember?
Who was that? What's she talking about?
I found her holding off a group of hidden chain, by herself. She says they've taken cooling rods out of this geothermal station. Do you know what Heta would want with something like that?
Not a clue. But I'll let Jakaya know about this. You need anything, call. Alright?
All these strangers show up and my sister disappears. And like an idiot, I've been helping one of the strangers. That Mandalorian you were talking to? How do I know he doesn't have something to do with all this? How do I know that you don't have something to do with all of this?
If I were working with the hidden chain, why would I kill them? Why would I help you?
I don't know. Why would you? Let's just get this over with. As many cooling rods as the Mandos took, they'd need something big to move them. There's an old tram system that runs out of here. It's not in the best shape, but it would get the job done.
It's a start.
Fine. It's this way.
All the trams are gone.
But we can find out where they went. Come on.
This data is a mess. But it looks like the trams were heading toward a supply depot.
Fort Ronick. I know it. It's a good place as any to start looking. I'll show you where it is. Faster we get this done, faster I can get back to looking for my sister.
Krovos, are you there?
Here, and waiting for an update.
We might know where to find the cooling rods. Fort Ronick. If the Separatists let the hidden chain in there, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome. I need a way in that won't raise their alarms. Contact Gizmo. Lean on him for any intel he has on the area.
I'm not entirely certain we should take his advice on infiltration again, but I will see what he has to say. I spoke to Gizmo.
He mentioned a collapse in the tram tunnels. Apparently it was caused by seismic activity from the geothermal station.
So we might be able to catch the cooling rods before they get to the fort.
We can try. There are maintenance hatches that can get us into the tram system. Let's see if we find any smashed-up separatists.
The crash knocked out the power to the whole tram. How do we get this door open?
Hold on a second. There's a gunk droid. Hook the little guy up to the door panel. He'll have enough juice to get us into the tram.
This is painfully slow.
Give it a second. I'm sure it's nowhere near as fancy as the droids you're used to. But I promise, it'll get the job done.
No cooling rods in here. Hold on. What's in there?
Are those cages? What is all this? What were they doing? Mina! Mina! Oh no. Rami. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I didn't know him that well. He was a friend of Mina's. No one's seen him the last few days either. I was starting to think that maybe they just ran off somewhere. Somewhere better than here. And she'd call and tell me how great it is. That's what I get for hoping, I guess. You're right. We need to finish this. This hidden chain scum has a lot to answer for. Aren't you here to stop them? Isn't that why I'm helping you? As long as we do that, what difference does it make how I feel?
Have you made any progress in retrieving the cooling rods?
Of course, that's all she cares about. That's it? That's all you have to say? They're taking people! I doubt you imps care, but these are my neighbors. My family! I'm not interested in looking for anything else but them.
The situation is not ideal, of course, but I hope you remember where your loyalties lie. If we retrieve those cooling rods, keep them out of the Republic's hands, we turn an increasingly discontented populace against them. And if the Empire returns the rods, if we save this little backwater settlement, imagine what they'll offer in gratitude. That may be true, but regardless of their intentions, the cooling rods have become part of our plan. We gain nothing from focusing on their prisoners. Intriguing. If it works, of course. My recommendation is more than a request. This Mandalorian nonsense will end eventually, and there is still a war to win. Krivos out.
Fort Ronick isn't far from here. I bet a month's wages they just walked the rest of the way. You want to take out the rest of the hidden chain? Let's go find them.
Our friend Gizmo has some information he would like to pass along. He claims there is a hidden entrance to Fort Ronick that would offer you the advantage of a surprise attack. Do with that what you will. Considering Gizmo's most recent suggestions at the geothermal station, I would advise caution.
I know the entrance she's talking about. Come on. They've got the cooling rods! Separatist scum! You're going to get us all killed! Unbelievable! Nothing to say for yourself? Not until we find out where they're keeping their prisoners.
Destroying these, killing you, I will have served the cause well.
Where are the people you took?
They're coming. Get the assets off-world. Ah!
We need to get out of here! Yes! Right behind you! That sounded really bad!
There's nothing we can do about it now.
Okay, that is really bad! Blasted separatists! Can't believe they've taken things this far! Mina, please tell me you're not somehow mixed up in all this. Mina! Are you here? Petra! Mina, thank goodness you're still here.
You
showed up just in time. Some of the others are already gone. They just came and took some more. Wouldn't be long before they came back for the rest of us.
Can you get everyone out of here?
Yeah, I think so.
Make sure you avoid the lower level. The Separatists collapsed the caves.
Then we'll find another way back to town. Everyone, we're not out of this yet, but it's not over. If we want to make sure the Separatists, and whoever these thugs are that helps them, pay for what they're doing, we need to make it home. Stay together, watch each other's backs. Let's go! Don't let them take anyone else!
They've got the rest of the cooling rods.
I heard it was you who was meddling in my raid. Looks like Vizsla doesn't even bother to come along anymore. Just sends you out to clean up her mess. But I guess it's only fair, seeing how she had us running your errands for as long as we did.
Who is he?
I don't know.
You're better than this. You've got strength and skill that would put some of my elite to shame. Field Marshal Cole rewards people like us. She'd welcome your help, if you ever get tired of being Shay's bootlicker.
Shay has accomplished more than you or Heta could ever dream of. I owe her for the times she's helped me.
Everything people know her for is long in the past. She's not fit to lead us into the future we deserve. The Field Marshal is.
You want my answer? Come, I'll show it to you.
Ha ha ha! Kesarim! I am Tyrant Brokenblade, a lord of Clan Barad. Know my name, weaklings, and tremble in fear! My blade is howling for your blood! 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 Stop!
Sahar!
You made the biggest mistake of your life, R08. Field Marshal Cole will have your pretty head for this.
I'm not afraid of Hedda.
No? What about everyone else? What do you think will happen when you don't have her favor anymore?
I don't care.
Your brother won't protect you.
Shut up!
Hell, Rakan would give anything for the honor of killing you, traitor.
Grah!
I am Tyrus Mirage! I am the Broken Blade! And I will shatter you into pieces! Enough! This foolish resistance will end! I will tear your throat out! You should run! You will run!
You're obviously here for a reason. Let's hear it.
Okay, let's talk.
What's going on? You're not working with the Hidden Chain anymore.
Not exactly. Hedda's opened the holocron that I took from Elom. She found plans on it, for a machine. Her followers are collecting what she needs to build it. I tried to tell Hedda I won't help her do this. But you don't say no to Hedda. You don't walk away. I don't know if I want to walk away. I've been doing what I can to sabotage them, but trying not to get caught makes it impossible to do anything. I need help. Real help.
If what you're saying is true, how have you gotten away with as much as you have?
Luck? Too much trust on their part? Whatever it is, I think I'm running out of it. Things are getting much worse.
Field March...
I didn't...
Look at how pathetic he is. Killing him would be doing him a favor.
We didn't have to.
Choices like this aren't always easy, but they still must be made.
I've been making hard decisions my entire life. I knew this would get complicated, but I need to cover my tracks. Set some things up before anyone gets suspicious. I do want your help, but I'm getting that holocron away from Hedda, whether or not you agree to it.
I'll help you stop Heta, but this doesn't mean we're allies.
That's fine. Whatever it takes to stop her. When I'm ready to move, I'll let you know. Your friend is gone.
What's your status?
I'll tell you more later, but for now, the hidden chain are gone.
As expected. I'll be waiting in Gam's office for debriefing.
What happened to you?
About that. I thought about coming to talk to you in person, but something tells me that two Sith aren't going to let someone like me walk away from that conversation. But I wanted to make sure I thanked you. You opened a lot of eyes around here. People here are not happy. Word's already getting around about the Separatists opening our door for the Mandalorians. They want to know how things got this far. They want someone to blame, and someone to help clean up the mess.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know. Maybe I'm tired of everyone ignoring people like my sister. Maybe I think getting help from someone like you is the only way to change things. I don't see much point in sticking my neck out for the Republic. They sure as hell don't do it for us. They're not going to do anything to make the Separatists pay for this. But I will.
Most people would do nothing in response to the Separatists.
I don't feel like I have any other choice.
You do have some skill in wielding the Force. I can get you into the Sith Academy.
Not interested, and I'm going to go now before your offer turns into a demand.
I hope you aren't too disappointed by Gizmel's absence. He was called to help oversee the situation at the geothermal plant.
And you let him go?
He won't run away. He will make sure everyone remembers that this happened on the Republic's watch. I do wish this situation had yielded more than a mild threat of unrest. To compensate, I would like to identify other methods through which we can sway them to our side. There are other favors we can offer Kessen's Landing. A show of such generosity will push them to further resent the Republic's negligence.
We couldn't have asked for a better time to do this.
What do you mean?
I just spoke with Petra, the woman we found in the geothermal station. There will be a boundless number of opportunities to earn the loyalty of Kessen's Landing as they recover from the Separatists and the hidden chain.
Then it seems our work is cut out for us. The fire is starting. We just need to fan the flames.
I'm here! Took me longer than expected. Had to double back a few times. Didn't want anyone following me and discovering you fine folks, but I made it back. I'm sure the two of you are excited. Those Mandos really did a number on this place. Snatching people off the streets, throwing in with the Separatists. Everyone's worried about the geothermal station. It didn't go kaboom, but it's still going to take a long time to fix.
An unintended circumstance.
Sorry to hear that, but I guess you're done with me. There's no way I have any part in this from here on out. Right?
Oh, but you do. We encountered several missteps because of your suggestions. I think your continued service to the Empire will be an excellent way to make amends.
That's not such a good idea. I had Republic heat on me before you showed up, and it'll only get worse from here. What about weapons? Medical supplies. Separatists aren't going to be in the market for that stuff right now. They've got to focus on their numbers. Would that make up for everything?
Krovos has given you an opportunity instead of the punishment you deserve. Accept the offer and be grateful for it.
But I... Okay. Point taken. I'll just, see if I can start putting together a little care package for you with all that stuff I mentioned. Complimentary, of course.
There's something else we should discuss. Someone unexpected has offered to help me put an end to Heta Kol's rebellion. Sahar Katin. She claims that when the time is right, we will strike at the heart of the hidden chain.
It must be a ruse, an obvious attempt at lowering your defenses. Although it is unexpectedly slow-witted of the hidden chain to send a Jedi to try and earn your confidence. Accepting her help would be a foolish decision on your part, one that would make me sincerely question your judgment. Even if she were telling the truth, it would not change how much we have at stake. She would be useless to us without Darth Nul's holocron. But I suppose this conversation is irrelevant for now.
Yes, unless the Padawan actually follows through with her plans.
Sahar! Sahar! Where are you? I told you I'm not going to cover for you if you fall behind.
Sorry, Rakan. I'll be back soon.
What happened?
Nothing. I was tracking something down. For Heta. But it was a dead end. That's all.
Just hurry up.